Hello, my name is Ian Hubert.
My name is Taylor Sievers, and we're presenting our Rethinking project about Frankenstein and Mary Shelley.
Mary Shelley was she was very influenced by her parents, both of whom were prominent thinkers of the Romantic period. Her mother, Mary, was a renowned philosopher and feminist leader known for her groundbreaking work. Mary lost her mother just 11 days after her birth due to complications from childbirth. She was raised by her father, William, a political philosopher. Mary was taught to appreciate her mother's legacy and to contribute to what she was going through with the feminist. This exposure to this early exposure to radical ideas were undoubtedly shaped her parents shaped her worldview and later her literary endeavors. She Frankenstein is referenced by Shelley's own trauma. Mary's mom died from birthing her, which haunted her, which also inspired her mostly of the creation of Frankenstein. Mary killing her own mother when she was younger is much like Frankenstein. Victor gives life to his monster, which then tries to kill him with anything the monster has. So that's pretty much saying Mary killed her mother at a young age just because she was created by her.
Mary was born in 1791, which was almost the beginning of the Romantic period, which began roughly around 1798 and lasted until 1837. This period was influenced by the American and French revolutions, advocating human rights and individual liberties beyond social class. Romantic writers such as Mary Shelley emphasized emotions, subjectivity, and authenticity, often celebrating nature and deep emotional experiences.
Frankenstein was subtitled originally The Modern Prometheus. It was first published in 1818. What it means by the modern Prometheus, it's talking about the Greek mythology about a god or sub-god or demigod giving fire to the humans and being locked up for it, and pretty much giving life, even more life to humans. It is renowned for the exploration of themes related to creation, responsibility, and the human condition. Establishing the foundation for the science fiction genre of movies and novels and books. The novel tells the story of Victor Frankenstein. Sorry. A young scientist who becomes obsessed with uncovering the secrets of life. After intense study, Victor succeeds in animating a creature assembled by the parts of deceased bodies, only to be horrified by the results of his experiment. He brought life to his experiment with electricity. Also, this revulsion leads him to abandon the creature, which in turn becomes isolated and embittered by societal rejection and its creator's abandonment. The narrator unfolds as the creature seeks revenge against Victor, resulting in tragedy for both characters.
Also, this Frankenstein is a frame story. So it's like a story inside a story. It begins with Walton telling a story, who meets Victor, and Victor begins his story until he meets the creature who tells his story. When he's finished, Victor finishes his story and Walton wraps up the book. So
it's like a Russian doll, if it makes sense. You uncover the thing, then the next thing pop out, then yeah.
Frankenstein was also a gothic novel, meaning that it combined elements of horror and romance, and it was often set in a gloomy setting. And many themes in Frankenstein include monstrosity, what makes a monster, and then light versus dark. For example, in Frankenstein, when the characters are seeking knowledge, they're represented in darkness, and when there's places where knowledge is found, they're represented in bright flashing lights and light.
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is a work of romantic period. It blended the elements of like the Gothic literature with questions of ambition, responsibility, and creation. Through this tragic tale of Frankenstein and his monstrous creation, Shelley explores the themes of isolation. This novel continues to resonate with readers and with its timeless, deeper meaning. So, before the project, like this presentation, we created a child's book of Frankenstein because, like, when we think of Frankenstein, like before the novel before we read the novel, it like it just reminds me of like Halloween and just like Americans' culture during like the Halloween festivals around every October.
Yeah, and there's many adaptations of Frankenstein, like that we heard before we read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
I thought the monster was Frankenstein instead of Frankenstein being Victor. So
and that's like what we grew up learning. So like we decided to like put a twist on what we learned and like make it a children's book, but Mary Shelley's version,
which is more like original than.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching the video, and you have a good day.